no, 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 you know what I'm saying?
Outsiders rolling in.
This crazy outsider, he's up in
Voice
here.
cracking without
Yeah, for all y'all niggas out there, and y'all females, you know what I'm saying? Get with this tape, my shit the bomb. Yeah. One time. Yeah, come on, y'all.
Hey, welcome back to the series that started it all, the Duck Chronicles, the series that every fanboy fears. Today, we're going to be going over Errol, the true Spence, and how some of Errol Spence fans are seemingly in denial, as most fanboys are. But today, in this episode, we're going to leave them with nowhere to run. So by the time you are done with this episode of Duck Chronicles, there will be no way that anybody, man, woman, or child, will be able to deny that Errol Spence is ducking Terrence Bud Crawford. So without further ado, and especially has been long awaited, let's get into our another episode of the Duck Chronicles.
Note, Spence said when asked if Crawford being at his fight helped create buzz for a match between them in 2021. He's got to live up to his words. If he says he's not worried about me, then I don't know what he was doing here. I probably wouldn't go to none of his fights. So I'm not worried about Crawford. Like I said, I'm going to enjoy my time with my kids, and reflect on this year and a half and that I came back, said Spence.
Errol Spence has always had a laundry list of excuses to reasons why this fight was not and should not happen. But the problem with Errol Spence is while he's telling Terrence Crawford that he needs to mind his word and be a man of his word, Errol Spence needs to mind what he says. Because it's funny, he's not talking about entertaining Terrence Crawford now. That wasn't what Errol Spence said when he returned from his car accident.
Mid-October, Errol Spence in a very frightening car accident. Errol, it's great to see you. First time you've spoken in public about it. You look good. I think that's the first thing. How are you feeling? How is your health? How is your face? How's everything? I should mention Bud Crawford is also a titleist at welterweight. Any thoughts on any of these guys or Bud Crawford? Because again, you're acknowledged as the top guy at welterweight. Who do you want to fight? What do you want to do?
Like I said, I'm the top dog in the division. I am the king of the welterweight division. And like I said, I know them guys wish that I wasn't back so fast, but I am back. And I want to fight the top names in the division. Whether it's Manny Pacquiao, whether it's Terrence Crawford, or whether it's Danny Garcia, I do. And I want to fight the top names in the division. Whether it's Manny Pacquiao, whether it's Terrence Crawford, or whether it's Danny Garcia, I do want the top names, and I do want to be the undisputed welterweight champion of the world.
Fighting everybody then?
Definitely.
One of the top names, and I do want to be the undisputed welterweight champion of the world. Fighting everybody then? Definitely.
Fighting everybody then?
Definitely.
So how in one breath can you say you want to take on the best and you want to be undisputed, and at the same time you turn around and said you're not worried about Terrence Bud Crawford? Coming fresh off the accident, Errol Spence said he wanted to fight the best, whether it's Danny Garcia, Pacquiao, or Terrence Crawford. He says he wants to fight him. Brian Kenny asked him clear as day, so fighting everybody then? He said, yes, most definitely. So why would somebody who wants to achieve undisputed, whose nickname is the truth, and who told you and everybody else to the world that they want to fight the best, regardless if it's Pac-Man, Garcia, or Crawford, why would that person turn around and tell you that they're not worried about Terrence Bud Crawford, and they do not know why he showed up to their fight and he wouldn't show up to none of theirs? I'll wait for Errol Spence fans to explain. Exactly. They can't. But please note, this is not the first time that Errol Spence has contradicted himself.
Because he kept saying
Stop that.
Like, now he's trying to make a beginning. But
Smack.
But a couple months ago, he said, what he say? It's going to happen end of 2019. Did he not say that?
All that?
Did he not say that? That's what your promoter said.
This is what I'm saying.
I read it all.
This is what I'm saying. This is what I read it all too.
That's what your promoter
Terrence
said.
Crawford, wait till he get a belt.
Yeah.
The topic of the conversation quickly shifted to what the truth thinks of the undefeated former two-weight world champion, Terrence "Bud" Crawford, who recently decided to relinquish his undisputed world welterweight title. That fight is gonna happen, Spence said. Hopefully he beats Jeff Horn and gets that belt. Spence shared his point of view that he will do whatever it takes to become the undisputed world welterweight champion.
He ain't did nothing in the welterweight today. When he get a belt, you want to go over there. Keith Thurman want to go over there, and now y'all want to say, "Oh, I ain't fought nobody, but I got a belt now." So
okay. Sean Porter got a belt too.
So now
Sean Porter got a belt too. Sean Porter. So why am I go to easy road and knock Sean Porter out? Why wouldn't I? Why wouldn't I?
Like I said, I want to be the undisputed welterweight champion of the world. So when he does get that belt, we can make it happen in the future.
So why am I go to easy road and knock Sean Porter out? Why wouldn't I? Why wouldn't I?
Look at this dude.
Why wouldn't I?
You a smart man, but not that smart. Bro, I'm gonna crush you.
Let's run it, man.
Everybody have a Merry Christmas.
Everybody have a Merry Christmas.
Do you remember when I told you the hungry fighters are the ones being labeled as the duckers? Well, as you can see, this is what PBC put out yesterday. And that's actually a day before they put out this. Now, being that Terrence Crawford is somebody that is not on the mind of Errol Spence, or it seems the PBC and his team, given the fact that they didn't want to acknowledge him as a champion or the belt that he holds. And after Errol Spence has made it more than clear that Al Heyman did not have Terrence "Bud" Crawford on the list of fighters that he had for Errol Spence, it's clear to see that just mentioning Terrence "Bud" Crawford's name at this point is some way to save face to hide the fact that Errol Spence, supposedly the Truth Jr., wants no part of Terrence "Bud" Crawford.
You talking too much, man. You talking too much, bro. Okay, we taking them around. Ain't nobody talking from the side.
But you talking to me.
Ain't nobody talking from the side. Why you got to talk?
Well, talk to me.
It don't matter.
Talk to him.
Tell your nigga to be quiet.
Talk to me.
Tell your nigga to be quiet.
Talk to me.
Tell your nigga to be
Talk
quiet.
to me.
Tell your nigga to be
All right,
quiet.
now you talking to me.
Tell your nigga to be quiet.
Back to what we was talking about. Try that body shot shit.
It's gonna stop you easy. That shit gonna be easy work. I promise you.
I'm solid as a rock. I got a belt now, so
okay. Sean Porter got a belt too.
So now
Sean Porter got a belt too. Sean Porter. So why am I go to easy road and knock Sean Porter out? Why wouldn't I? Why wouldn't I?
Look at this dude.
Why wouldn't I?
You a smart man, but not that smart.
Bro, I'm gonna crush you. I promise you.